Staring out the window on a cloudy morning, trying to lick our wounds while the tea is warming. Sometimes it's like a bird that's never shipped out. Sometimes you go around and I never run the rail. This week has been a mess, but I'm gonna tell you, we're a bit at work, gonna make it brand new. We're gonna play the way for a comeback. We only need some time, and I promise you that. Promise you that. I promise you that. I know this can take a while, but it's gonna be alright, girl. And if it won't fit today, the shoulder you can cry on. So cry if you wanna cry. Small rainbows will fill your eyes. You can cry if you wanna cry. And time will be on your side. Maybe with the drops lost in the ocean, drifters following the streams in motion. Riders of the night with no destination, don't never know the name of our future station. We are lost romantics in a world that's frozen. We gonna be the heroes of our own novel. We just need some time. Oh, I know this can take a while, but it's gonna be. said, but I didn't know you yet. Heartbreak, passion, I thought that I knew best, but I didn't know you yet. I didn't know it then, but I wanted to. I didn't know what love was before. Yeah, it came and went, but it was never true. I didn't know what love was before you. Slow danced in rain, laid petals on the floor, but never felt like this before. Moonlight, champagne, I've met many lonely years. By God, then you appeared. I didn't know it then, but I wanted to. I did.